So hello guys, thank you and welcome again into this video. So this video today I'm going to teach you past question on things to check in your car. So they may ask, what is the first thing you need to check in your car? The first thing you need to check in your car is the oil in the engine. Or say oil in the engine. Oil in the engine is the first thing you need to check in your car. Then they may ask you a question, what is the use of the battery inside the car? What is the use of the battery inside the car? In the last video, I've taught you the use of the battery and what does the battery work inside the car. So the work of the battery inside the car is to store electricity or store current. The use of the battery is to store current. Keep that you just have to keep that in your mind. The battery store current. Okay, what distributes current in the car? In the car, we have what we call the distributor. The distributor is the one distributing current into the car, not the battery. The battery does not distribute current. What distributes current in the car is what we call the distributor. So the distributor distributes current into the system. So what generates electricity inside the car? What generates electricity inside the car is what we call the generator. The generator generate electricity and send it into the battery, and the battery store the battery. The battery just store the battery, the current. Then the distributor now distribute current into the various parts of the car. So those are some of the things you need to know about current. We have the distributor, we have the generator, we have the battery. The battery store, the distributor distribute current, and generator generate electricity inside the car. What store current? What store oil in the engine? Oil in the engine is stored in what we call the sum. The sum is what store oil in the engine. You just have to take good note of that. The oil in the engine is stored in what we call the sum. You have to also take care of the sum. The sum store oil. Then the next question you may meet: what instrument is used to measure the oil in the engine? Question again: what instrument is used to measure the oil in the engine? The oil in the engine is measured with an instrument we call the dipstick. The dipstick is that instrument that we always removed, we wipe, we check our oil. That is what we call a dipstick. So I know you have taken good note of those things that I have taught you, because in any exam you may meet any of those things and they will always appear. Knowledge about the car first. Then we also said you have to check the tires of your car. They are very important for you to check the tire of your car. So when you will see another question, the most often cause of burst tire is A, under inflation. Under inflation means you do not put enough air into the car. Then we have what we call over inflation. So what is the correct answer? What is the main cause of tire burst of your car? The main cause of the tire burst in your car is under inflation. When you do not pump your tire well, your tire can easily get burst. So you just have to take good note of that. That if there is not enough air in my tires, my tire can get burst at any time. Yes, you just have to take good note of that. That my tire can get burst because of what? Under inflation. Under inflation means you do not put enough air into your tires. So those are the questions you may also meet. They may also ask the question: the boot, my trunk, can be also opened inside the car. True or false? Can you open the trunk, your boot of your car, from inside the car? The answer is yes. You can open your boot of the car from inside. that is at the left, that is at the left side of your seat. There is always a boot cover there to open your boot inside the car. So you just have to also take good note of that. So the next question you may face. So you also have, there are so many questions that you need to take note of. This one that I have tell you, this one for on things you need to check inside the car. They can still ask you another question, that the front and the back tires, the front tires and the back tires, which one do I need to put much air in it? We need to put much air in the back tire than in the front tires. And we have the air in the tires, they have their own kilogram, they have their own amounts of kilogram of air you put in your tire. But in front you need to put about 3 kilogram depending the size of your car. So those are some of the things we also need to know. The front seat of the car, we call it the second group, and the back seat of the car, we call it the third group for passenger car. So I just want you to be, you should be used to with this. So another question that they may ask you concerning tire, they may ask you which direction does the bow of the car losing? Which direction of the bow of the car losing? Does the bow of the car losing clockwise or anti-clockwise? Anti-clockwise is the reverse side of the clock, and clockwise is the normal clicking sign of the clock. So which direction does the bow of the car losing? The bow of your car losing on anti-clockwise. You just have to take note of that. The bows of your car, any bow, they're losing anti-clockwise. And if you tie the bow on the opposite direction, the bow will losing very fast. When you turn the bow and put it on the opposite direction, know that the bow losing very fast. But if you want to tie the bow of your car, you tie it clockwise. When you want to loosen it, you're losing anti-clockwise. I know you have to keep this because you may meet it in your exam. So thank you guys. I will be bringing you more details about driving. Driving is very good and you have to take good note. What are the keys concerning driving you need to know? Thank you guys for watching this video. I will be bringing you more video concerning driving and to open your head, give you knowledge, everything you need to know about driving. So this one is the knowledge about the car first before driving. So thank you for watching. See you.